Yes, good evening, chaps, and thanks for your time. I'd like to hear all of the candidates' responses to what is a widespread issue from a group of people who, quite frankly, are the forgotten people, and that is the mature age unemployed. These are people from 40 onwards who lose their careers because industries come to an end in the manner of car workers and such things. We've heard a lot tonight about budget problems, and there's a widespread acceptance that revenues from tax are falling because there's less people working and this sort of thing. So the problem that we face is there's jobs there that we can't go to because there's an undue, there's probably a justified concentration on providing opportunities for young people entering the workforce through universities, but there might be an excessive concentration on apprenticeships that older people can't do because they're too old, university degrees that we're too old to get or we can't afford to. So I'd be interested in your views and comments on schemes that might manage to bring a vast untapped resource of manpower, human resources, to get us back into jobs where we can earn money locally, spend it in local shops, help small businesses. So yeah, whatever. It's all candidates, please.
I'm going to start with Mick.
Thank you for that. I agree with you. I think where we've got to go is small businesses and lots more of them. I'm all for it, and I love the thought of small communities where everyone goes to work and everyone gets a job. Like most of our industrial estates are just growing. They're growing every day. This is where we need to go. We need to keep employing more people in little industrial estates all over the place. We don't need for everyone to be driving down to Brisbane every day. That's just crazy. I see it happening. Like I'm a small business owner. I've got a building company that I employ young people and middle-aged people. I've got a shed company that employs lots of contractors. Thank you.
I'd like to think that older people have a lot of experience and value that they can add to a lot of industries, and unfortunately we've gone through a phase where companies looked at the age of people and said, oh well, if I take somebody younger and train them up, then I can keep them for the whole of the business, whole of life. Business doesn't work like that now. People go into jobs now not to be there for 30 or 40 years, but my children, for instance, go into jobs for a year or for two. They move around. I think this opens a big door for mature people with experience who can mentor and help support those young people going to new jobs.
I'm not a young person anymore.
But you're a mentor.
Look, Steve's right. The resource of over 40s is invaluable. I get a lot of my best advice and greatest wisdom from the elderly, and just taking the time to sit and talk with them. It's hard. I know what you're saying. I'm 46. Sounds old when I say it out loud, but I'm 46. I applied for over 103 jobs on the Sunshine Coast and in Brisbane. You know why I'm a cabinet maker? I'm too old, apparently. So what can I do for you? Innovation and micro business is what it's going to take. Okay. Now you need to get into a new way of doing things, which is the gap. The gap is technology has moved, and it has moved fast. Young people are cheap, so people will get a young person to come and do an hourly rate because it's cheap. Because we're in a competitive market. We keep importing things and having TPPs and programs that give incentives to businesses to import instead of building our local economies and buying local. So I'd be interested in talking to anyone who's in those positions, because there are industries and things that we can do, and it has to be community driven.
Thanks, Tony. I agree. I've worked with my grandfather on his farm, and he had a lot of wise things to teach me. Not everyone realises that though, so I think we need to teach younger managers how to make allies of the older and wiser workers, rather than seeing them as threats. So I think we should educate businesses and how to utilise them to their full potential, and maybe provide incentives to supporting them. I believe skilling Queenslanders for work is some benefit here to pick up a very specific skill. But there's a lot of wisdom in our older workers, and not a lot of the younger managers are aware of that.
Thanks, Tony, for bringing this issue to the forefront. It's not something that comes up very often, I've got to be honest with you, and it's worth considering. And we do talk about getting young people jobs all the time. And as someone who employs people quite regularly, I actually tend to favour older people because, you know, they're reliable, they'll stick around. That's just a natural thing for me, but probably not realising that across the community, that might not be the case everywhere. So, look, I'd be happy to consider policies that improve that. Open to ideas, open to various policies, and to try and solve that issue. But thanks for bringing it up, because it is something that isn't sort of talked about very often.